So I'm jumping part of the Irish team tonight with a new mare to me called Cian's Cherry. She's a 9 years old mare. She's very, very careful. I've only had her 2 months, and I'm looking forward to the challenge tonight. I think the mare has jumped very well here all circuit. It's always a step up jumping a Nations Cup. I mean, there's added pressure and a big atmosphere, so hopefully she copes well with that. And I think we have a good team. A lot of the Irish guys are based here, and they have some very good owners, so it would be nice to impress for all those reasons. She's very sensitive. She's super careful. She doesn't like to touch the jumps. She's a little spooky by nature, and so it's important that I have her in front of my leg and that she's going forward, but also to have her listening. I have to do my flat work today. This morning I'll go and work her for maybe 45 minutes and practice going forward and back. That she's relaxed doing that, and you just build up to your evening. You be as organised as you can, and you hope everything goes according to plan. As I said, it's a new mare, but I bought her to be a Grand Prix horse. She's owned by Adina Springs, and the aim is to build her up towards a top level sport, and the Nations Cup here will be part of that, of her progression to see how she copes with it, and then to help make a plan for her for the summer. Yeah, well, buying and selling horses is a big part of what we do. Since the Olympics, I've been jumping other horses and have had plenty of success, and horses come and go, we sell them. But the best way to ensure that you have a string of horses to stay at the top level is to have younger horses. So I have many 7-year-olds and some good 8-year-olds as well, and we use the circuit here to build those horses up. It's a long road. Horses start jumping when they're 4, and they're really 9-year-old before they reach Grand Prix, and 10-year-old maybe before they're consistent at it. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and if you keep going through enough numbers, though, normally you can stumble across a horse. It's not an exact science. If it was easy to find one, it's not like going in and just buying a new car. It's a horse maybe clicks with a different rider or a different system, and you have to go through many before you find a really top one, and as sometimes it often is the case, it's not the obvious one. Yeah, I have a very good horse called Cooper. He's 10-year-old now, and he'd be one that'd be capable of jumping World Equestrian Games. Cian's Cherry, we'll see how she develops. I wouldn't rule it out. And Blue Lloyd is there, as you know. Nicky rides Blue Lloyd, and I help her with him. And it's also a possibility that he might make an appearance at WEG. Yeah, that would be nice. Last year, Nicky kindly lent me the horse for Dublin, and he jumped the Nations Cup there, and then I won the Grand Prix on him. So he's proven that he can jump with Nicky, and then with a short turnaround, he can jump the highest level again with me. So it would be nice to do that as well. Yeah, the Irish riders are very strong. I mean, so many good riders, so many, you can't even mention them. It's just, we've more than most countries, and we punch above our weight, and in terms of riding ability, but horsepower we always struggle to have top combinations at the highest level. And I know there's a move on by Horsesport Ireland, which is our equestrian federation, to encourage people to get involved in the sport, to encourage owners, and they've developed a new brochure about explaining the sport and what there is in it for people, what people can get out of it. And there is a lot in it for people. I mean, people can see their horse jump on the world stage, they can be a part of a team and be a part of all that goes with that, and follow them on their road to Rio. And it's great that there are so many good owners, and then it's just important that we as riders pick the right horses. There's no onus on us to put our best foot forward, and when we have support is to make good choices and pick the best animals. It's a huge success, and a huge success story to get an owner behind you to support a rider to buy Grand Prix horses. But as a lot of people have shown, it's not easy then to buy the ones that you need to go in at that level. So if you want instant success, you have to buy the made horse, but there's no guarantees. Maybe a little safer to buy really top younger horses and wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I think the Irish lads enjoy the pints and the crack, and I don't drink myself, but no, it certainly adds to it, and they get really behind every rider, and there'll be a big crowd here tonight. I can remember coming here 10, 12 years ago on borrowed horses when it was a grass field in the main ring, and there's only struggling to get 3 or 4 teams together, and now it's developed into a huge Nations Cup with 12 teams, and so looking forward to a really good night.
And tomorrow you're a little bit Canadian.
Tomorrow we're going to be the Canadian. Yeah, we're going to don the clover leaf.
The maple leaf.
Maple leaf, rather. Nicky is jumping Blue Lloyd at 2 o'clock on the Young Riders, so hopefully that goes well. I mean, it's important that she goes well. It's a really good opportunity for her to be part of the team, and we'll be certainly trying our very best. It's very, very enjoyable, and it's good fun. I suppose for two main reasons. One is that Nikki's such a pleasant person to work with. I mean, there you know you Nikki's grandfather bought Blue Lloyd, and I never met Nikki before, so sometimes you don't know what to expect. But I obviously pleasantly surprised. She's a lovely girl, and she's very easy to work with and to help, and she's a very good rider. So it would be very hard if I had someone that wasn't pleasant and wasn't a good rider. So that I'm very lucky for. You get a great kick out of it as well. It's obviously a horse that's very close to my heart, Blue Lloyd, for what he did for me at the London Olympics, and it's great to be able to work with him and to help her and see her develop. I mean, the improvement in her riding over the past 12 months has been immense. She's consistent now at 1.45 m, and over the next 12 months we want to push on and get consistent at 150 level and above. So I have high hopes for Nikki, and she's a good work ethic, and she has the support around her. So hopefully she can go very far.